Hey, this is Kai again, coming back with another bait review. I'm at Bond Lake. First one's gonna be good old worms. Second one's gonna be hot dogs. And third is this Primo dip bait. This stuff smells horrendous. Comes out looking like this. And I'm gonna get these in the water and see which one the fish like. So I've been here about 10 minutes or so, and I've gotten already nibbles on all three baits. Unfortunately, I was not tending any of the rods. I got the nibble at the time, but seems like the fish like all three. I'm gonna see. So I was pretty unsuccessful with three baits in the water, so I've switched it down to two. Oh, that's the hot dogs on the right there that just got a nibble. Beat the worms. I don't know what it is about these hot dogs. The catfish love them. We'll see if the worms doesn't hit. I'm not worried about catching fish. I just want to see which bait they like, and as it proved, the hot dogs went first. Both of these are on Carolina rigs with 1 ounce weights and about 10 to 12 inch of leader. I rebaited both again, got them both in the water. Unfortunately with the hot dogs, as soon as you get a nibble, you usually lose the bait. It really doesn't stay on the hook very well. I did freeze them today, which does definitely help with casting. Even though they're rock hard, a knife goes through them no problem, and it's really easy to get on the hook still. So the worm rod still hasn't gotten a hit. I reeled back in the hot dog. I had lost it, and for those interested, this is how I have been hooking them. Camera. It's a relatively small piece. I wrap it through twice on the hook, right towards the edge the first time, slide it up a bit, turn it 180, and then stab it through again. Relatively small piece. I mean, I found the bigger the piece, more like you are to chuck it off casting, so this has been working for me. You really have to be quick to react though once you get a nibble, because these things really are easy to pull off. So here's the first catch of the day. It's not a big cat, maybe 11 inches or so. Real skinny and small though. He was caught on a worm though. So here's the first catch with the hot dogs. These are kind of a problem when you're catfishing. Let's give this guy a measure. Oh, come here, come here. Surprise, surprise. I did actually catch one on the dip bait. This is probably one of the smallest cats I've ever caught in my life, though. Maybe just over 6 inches. But yeah, it does work. I have gotten, I think that was the third nibble I've gotten today. Haven't really been watching it, just dipping it and throwing it in and see if a fish will catch itself. Here is tiny cat number 2 on the dip bait. I measured him and he was just a hair over 11 inches. Really skinny though. Turned down the barbs on the treble hook. He did a little bit of damage to that last little cat, so I'm trying to minimize that. Anyway, it looks like the dip bait nibble is actually picked up and the hot dog nibble has cooled down a bit, so maybe they like hot dogs for breakfast and dip bait as it gets closer to lunch. And the dip bait nibble has definitely picked up quite a bit. Maybe every 10 minutes or so I'm getting a good nibble on it. I also like it too because you can really just cast the crap out of it. Cast well, you may get a little chunks. Oh, there it goes again. So that was somebody playing with it. This beautiful large 8-incher. Not sure what is up with this Primo bait, but it is just bringing in Primo babies. I'm gonna cast it out again and see if I can't get some a little bigger, but it's definitely attracting the fish. Just wish it would attract something a little bigger. Chalk up another miniature catfish to the dip bait. Not sure what it is. Small fish like it. Maybe it just smells so good that the big fish know better. And the little fish are learning a lesson. So if you're looking for fish under 12 inches, Primo bait is the one to use. So here is by far the biggest fish I've caught today. Let's see if I can get a rough estimate of him. Sit still, buddy. This is just very rough estimate. He's probably about close to 15 inches or so. And of course, the bait. That is not the bait.